All right, this is my BMW E36 M3 Project. I just picked this guy up maybe a week or two ago. I'll start with just doing a walk around of the car. So obviously we have little things like that, but I already have the paint. I'm gonna get that all sanded down, get the bumper taken off, get that fixed. I have this light for it that I'm gonna put on as well. I'm gonna start dealing with all the small paint blemishes as well. Little stuff on the hood. I also ordered paint for that, so I will get that stuff done too. Overall, it's in pretty good condition, but definitely some things that need to be done. It's got the Style 32 wheels. You can see that they rolled the fenders and they didn't do the best job, so I am about to get it dropped off at the body shop today and see if they can do anything about that, as well as some other little things on the car. And we've got the back of the car here. Like I said, overall in pretty good condition. This is actually the good side of the car. We're about to get to the bad side. We've got a little thing here on the trunk that I'm also going to have the body shop address. I'm gonna swap the badges and emblems to try and get those looking good again. These are the original badges and emblems, so. And getting over to the bad side here, this fender's not as bad. They did a little bit better on it, but they still rolled it pretty aggressively. And this is kind of the main part right here. So I did try to pull the dents out myself, which you can see these holes right here. So that didn't go super good. So that's why I'll be dropping it off at the body shop today. There's some paint fade here on the top that I'm going to get addressed as well. Again, I have the paint for it, so a lot of that stuff I'll probably just do myself. And that is pretty much the exterior of the car and what needs to be done. Like I said, overall, it is pretty clean. Going into the interior, I do have the matching seat. Both the seats will be that M seat right there. I plan on hopefully getting the seats restored as well. They're not too bad, just some cracking on them. Same thing with the driver's seat. Obviously the driver's seat's gonna be a little bit worse because it gets more use. But overall, the interior is not too bad. It did used to be a turbo car, so these right now are just for show. But other than that, the interior is pretty clean. Nothing too bad in here that needs to be addressed. The headliner was recently redone, other than the sunroof right here. The car is also currently having somewhat of a misfire. So while it's at the body shop, there's a BMW guy that I have going to look at it to hopefully diagnose the misfire. I tried to diagnose a lot of it myself. I swapped spark plugs, I swapped the valve cover gasket, as well as the seals for the actual spark plugs. There is an O-ring missing on one of the injectors, so I know that that's making the compression bad. I already ordered the kit to get that redone, so I'm gonna do that myself, and hopefully that helps it out a little bit too. There are a couple of things underneath the hood. Hood struts work, surprisingly. So yeah, I took all this apart and then swapped a lot of the stuff in there, like I said, as far as the valve cover gasket, as well as the seals that go in between in the injectors. And I got to look underneath and see kind of how the head looked, and it looked pretty healthy overall. That is the injector that's missing an O-ring. You can actually see that that one has, you know, a little orange bit on it, and then at the bottom it has a green little pencil tip, I think they call them, that seats it correctly, and a black gasket. This one here has none of those things, so I can literally hear the injector when the car is on, meaning that there is also air getting in there and getting messed up. This guy right here, it just pops right off. There's no clamp on there to hold it down, so I'm getting a clamp for that guy as well. Again, I just got the car, so all of this stuff is a work in progress. And other than that, under here is pretty good. There's no oil leaking or anything. I did swap this seal, but there was really no oil leaking out of that anyways. It's just there was some oil in the spark plug chamber that I needed to address, and that came from a bad seal around the spark plug. So while I had the valve cover off, just get the valve cover gasket swapped as well. So yeah, that's underneath the hood. And I'm about to get the car picked up right now. It's a little bit rainy out. We got big Joshy over here. He's been helping me out with the car a little bit. So the car is headed off to the body shop. Should have it back in the next couple of days. Subscribe to keep up with the build.